audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. 2, 1, go. Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. LoveLine, coast to coast.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam, that's Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew, yeah. Board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. Dr. Drew's in Atlanta tonight.
Nice.
Is that true?
Yeah, right here on Peachtree Street.
How's that going?
Great.
All righty.
How you doing?
Yeah, I got this head cold kicking in.
Good times.
Yeah, good times. Thanks for the flu shot yesterday.
Well, it's a good thing it didn't cover colds. You got your carrot juice there?
No, I don't. And how dare you? This it's been hanging around for a couple of days, and it
you know what?
made its move today.
Yeah. It's actually one of the reasons I think I was thinking about giving you the flu shot. You've been complaining for about a week about vague symptoms, and pow, here we are.
Yeah.
How's your arm feel?
Oh, from where you gave me the flu shot?
Yeah.
Feels fine.
All right. Tara's in there. Tara, don't call me Tara, is complaining like crazy.
Oh, really? She's she has what you call a weak constitution.
Is that what you call that?
Yeah. She
would not have survived long around you and your friends.
No, she would have never made it back in the day. She's she's a frail little flower. She's meant to be admired and looked at and stroked and smelled. Smelded. All right. So, Drew in Atlanta. What time is it? Was it 2 hours there or 3 hours?
3. It's 1 o'clock.
Good times. Yeah. How'd it go for you today?
Nice. I'm this business of getting on planes for 4 or 5 hours. It's like you don't even notice it anymore.
How was the airport?
Better. Empty.
Well, it was empty last time, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I bet better than it continues to be better than it used to be getting through an airport.
Right. So you just blew right through there, huh?
Oh, and I was at the Delta counter. I flew Delta, and they were fantastic. But they reminded me that you had disparaged them more than once on the air. Well, they were the airline that bizarre as it is. I was telling you last night how happy I was flying Delta because they always left on time because of that rule. They shut the door no matter what 10 minutes ago.
The time you were on the plane and they wouldn't let me on the plane, and you got off of the plane. And then we were both stuck off of the plane.
Standing there waving at the pilot for half an hour.
And your $2,000 camel hair duster was on the plane that your wife got you and was going to cut your balls off if she found out that you left it on the plane.
Well, when I'm flying without you, I love the fact they shut the door at a certain time because the plane leaves at a certain time that way.
All right. So you got off on time?
Yeah, it's great.
Good times. All right. And the airport, LAX, you blew right through there, huh?
Yeah, it's easier than it was 2 months ago.
All right.
I recommend people fly.
All right, Drew. Well, I don't.
The economy.
This is what we were looking for, though. Wasn't it, Drew?
It's bad. It's bad for the airlines. I mean.
All right, but it keeps all the riffraff off the planes.
I know. You being literally a millionaire and all have to have your certain kind of care.
Well, you know me, Drew. I don't like dealing with what I call commoners. These are regular folks. Sometimes they brush up against you when you're getting onto the plane. They look at you as they pass you in first class. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. All right, do you have a computer there? I guess you do. Hey, John.
Yeah.
You're 24.
I'm 24 in Berkeley.
What's up?
I'm a long-time LoveLine listener. Love you guys ever since the Poor Man days, but you're the best, Adam.
Wow.
John, you're not old enough for that, are you?
I wasn't a fully aware listener at the time, but
he couldn't talk yet when he was listening.
Are you from L.A.?
I'm from Mission Viejo in OC.
Oh, perfect. All right, buddy.
Whatever.
What's your question?
My question is, can I transfer jock itch to a woman through sex? Is it an STD?
What is it, a fungus, Drew?
It's a fungus, and some body funguses... Yeah, and some body funguses are transmissible. I've never heard of jock itch going from person to person, so if it is, it must not be very transmissible. And, guys get it as a result of keeping that environment kind of moist out on the athletic fields and hanging the jock up in the locker without properly sort of cleaning it. I've not heard of it being sexually transmitted. So.
Why? What does your lady friend have?
don't have one right now, but I certainly wouldn't want to get in a position where I'd be worrying about that.
John, it should be these days. It should be so easy to clear that up. Just keep it dry. Get some Lamisil or Lotrimin, these things over the counter that you've got right now. There's a ton of great antifungal creams you can get that are extremely effective. Just go do that.
Wear boxer shorts, right?
I do. I think I actually got it staying at my unclean friend's house for a while.
Wait a minute. Have you tried the antifungal creams over the counter?
I tried the spray, I think Desenex, and it's improved it, but I've been pretty bad about consistently using it.
So all right. Get some. Lamisil is one of the stronger antifungal agents. Why don't you get some of that?
And dump some of that talc down your shorts before you leave the house. It mops up all the excess moisture.
Don't leave home without the talc.
Yeah.
You should use like a chamois jock strap or something.
Yeah. And,
literally,
take a squeegee to your balls every night before you go to bed.
A lot of my older patients get various kinds of yeast and funguses down there, and I tell them to take out a handheld hair dryer and just get it just completely dried out. Really helps.
Oh, that's a beautiful picture. Some 80-year-old guy sitting on the head with the hair dryer halfway up his ass, blowing those gray pubic hairs around.
Yeah. The ones I'm talking about don't have the strength to get onto the head. So,
Stuart?
Yeah.
You're 13?
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, my best friend's sister ran away, right?
Yeah.
And we saw her at the store, and she told us where she was and everything, and she told us that she had lost her virginity and been doing other stuff, okay?
How old is she?
She's 16.
Mm.
And why did she run away? Or what did she say?
Why did she run away? I don't really know. She got mad at her dad, and there's other things involved. I don't all know what, but...
Was he beating on her?
No, he wasn't beating on her.
How did she
I know
work?
she used to have an abusive dad. Her stepdad's fine, but her...
All right. There you go.
Yeah, that makes him suspect, too, though, because it means mama probably find another abuser.
Mom's pretty nice.
Okay. And how did she weave in the lost the virginity part when you were talking to her at the store?
Right at the AM PM.
Yeah.
No, we went in her car.
Oh, and you got into that.
Yeah.
That's nice. And where's she staying?
She is actually in an abandoned building.
Uh-oh. This is not good. No, it's not good. You need to find a way to help her.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if I should tell the mom because...
Yeah, really. This is...
There's a difference. More than once. She's done it like 3 other times.
Well, be that as it may, there's a difference between keeping confidence and secrets that are sick, frankly, that hurt people if you sort of feed into their desire to stay under people's radar. This is her doing things that are dangerous, putting herself in harm's way. She may not trust you as a friend because of it, but you're actually doing what's right, which is to try to help her.
True.
Yeah, that's what my friend said.
Well, hold on there, Stuart.
Yeah.
Do you know what building she's in?
Yeah, I actually do.
You do? All right. Well, tell Mom and tell Mom where she is.
And if you don't want to go through the parents, you could even tell the Department of Social Services, some specific agency to try to go help her.
Tell your friend. It's your best friend's sister, right?
Yeah.
He was there, right?
He just doesn't want to tell his mom.
He was there when they found her.
Well, that's weird. But look, if she said, this is the building I'm staying in, and her brother was standing there, then she's asking whether she knows it consciously or not. That's a cry for help. I mean, she's asking to be discovered. If you don't want to be discovered while your own brother's standing there and you know he's going home, you're not going to say where you're staying.
The word discover no longer applies.
Right.
Right? She's
that's where
telling you where she is. I mean, there's no discovery.
Right, but she's saying don't tell anybody.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay. Drew, what are you sitting on? A chew toy or what's all that squeaking going on between your legs?
There was this. All of a sudden it all stopped.
Oil your chair, please.
And I'm trying to make it squeak and it won't.
Nina? There you go. Nina?
Nina, yeah.
Nina, you're 20. And I called you Nina because I had a neighbor. I grew up with a neighbor named Nina for some reason.
Spelled her name like Nina?
Must have.
Yeah.
All right. So what's
that was before you read, though, so.
I was 28.
That's my point.
Go ahead.
I'm 20. I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Mm-hmm.
My breasts are 2 different sizes.
Big and bigger?
One cup size different?
2.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay, that happens.
They've been that way since my mid-teens, since I started growing. So, but
A and C or B and D? I'm going A and C.
C and double D.
Oh.
hold on a second. Did you say B?
D.
D?
Double D.
And double D.
And C.
C and double
Hold on. That's 3 breasts?
Yeah, I heard B and double D.
C and double D.
C and double D.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you said D and double D.
Yeah.
C and double D. All right. I would focus on the double D if I was dating you. That would be my angle. And I would pair that up with my one ball that is bigger. That would be my dating strategy if Nina and I were together.
Where would you find the bigger penis?
How dare you, Drew? Keep it up your ass. Nina?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get this call all the time.
Yeah, different directionality, different sizes, very common. Plastic surgeons correct this kind of thing all the time. If you're interested, but it sounds like Adam, who is sort of a connoisseur of this sort of thing, is not the least bit
No, not throwing
slowed down. No.
No, you give me one nostril that's 2 cup sizes bigger, I got a problem with that. The breast is okay. No, when you put a bra on and put a sweater on, does it look fine?
It depends on what I'm wearing. I mean, like a cardigan or something with a, like a button. You can't really tell that much.
Right.
But it depends. I mean, it's, it makes me self-conscious, but,
You have a boyfriend now?
No.
All right. Relax. It's fine.
Is the C a big C at least?
The C is perfect. Like, if my other one was the same shape and size as the C, it would be ideal, but
it's really a double D.
yeah.
And what do you do for a bra?
I just, have to adjust the straps, and I usually, go for a D, so it's in between.
Right.
But
Smart. Well, if you got to go under the surgeon's knife, bring the C up to the double D. Don't bring the double D down to the C.
I don't know about that.
You know what I mean?
That's a perfect one, Adam.
What's wrong with that?
Hey, most women, they go under the knife looking for C. They're either coming down to C or going up to C. Isn't that interesting?
No, not for me, it's not.
I know. It's a shame for
It's
you.
interesting for you.
Yeah.
Hey, Nina?
Yeah?
What's wrong with the double D one?
All right, Adam. Your mission in life is not to talk this girl out of it.
Well, is it too big? Is it misshapen?
It's too big. It's uncomfortable.
Is it lost its shape because of its size?
It's lost its shape from the beginning.
It never had good shape.
Yeah.
So it's the bad breast. We all have that. Every family has a bad breast.
Was a good twin and a bad evil twin.
Yeah, it's the evil breast.
Thanks.
It's got the goatee and it wears the dark sunglasses. Okay, drives the black truck. Then bring the double D down to a C.
Okay, but so it's normal. It's nothing.
Yes, it doesn't mean anything is wrong with you. It's fine.
Oops, that was me. Jesus Christ, I must be sick. I pushed a button I haven't pushed in 6 years on this phone, Drew.
Are you taking cold medicine or
This
something?
one. No, I took a couple of those contact things to dry up.
Yeah, well, those wouldn't be cold medicines.
Well, those are cold medicine, right?
That's what I asked. You're becoming a caller right in front of my eyes.
Well, what
I said, did you get any cold medicine? No, I took a couple of contact. That's a reenactment.
Well, okay, but hold on a second, Wiseacre. You're suggesting that I'm out of it, right?
Yes, that's what I'm suggesting.
And so I thought you were alluding to something like NyQuil that I was talking to you about the other night.
Contact will really put you on your keister.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It speeds you up though, doesn't it?
It's got a couple things in it, but it can make you
All
foggy.
right, hold on. Who's doing that? Anderson, is that
Anderson.
you now?
Yeah.
Hey, Anderson's not doing that. What the hell's going on over here?
Anderson's doing it. Hey, the engineer over here that runs our show at
Wait a minute. What will those contacts do? Jesus Christ, what is that?
that's you hearing things. See? It'll make you hear things.
No, that's me. That's me. And that's me. But whatever else
You're insane.
is not me. That's not me. Hey, it's Anderson.
Or listen,
Oh, it's Tara.
Mike
Don't
Alston,
call me Tara.
the engineer here, gave me some Howard Cosell drops for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, I'd like to hear
Take
those.
it back. Yeah.
So what will that contact cold medicine do to me?
Exactly what's happening.
What are you talking about?
Make you.
Who is this? Now, what will it do? Drew, you're the biggest lightweight in the world, and you know I'm not.
I know you're not, but this has got you.
Just tell me what this stuff will do.
It can make you a little foggy, a little disorganized, give you trouble concentrating, make you tired.
Doesn't make you tired, though. I thought it makes you a little zippy.
You can do either.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for that. So it can make
No,
you
it can
tired
do-
or it can make you zippy.
Or you can do both. It can make you feel speeded up, but make you kind of dulled and fatigued.
All right. Thanks.
Daryl.
Daryl?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're 20. What's up?
Yeah, I started masturbating when I was about 15.
Hold on. Let me get the scratch pad out.
Wait, this is shocking. Wait a minute. Call the news broadcasters.
Hold on. 15. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, and I heard somewhere where if you pinch below your legs under your penis, you can stop the semen from coming out.
True.
That's right. That is true.
Whoa! Oh my God! Somebody hold the phones! I can't believe that!
That's true.
Yeah. So, okay.
We need those guys back.
So I did this about half the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
About 5 years, and now I guess a couple months ago I started coughing this stuff up, and it kind of tastes like semen.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, that's
Daryl,
what
please.
it is.
So I don't know if I burst something.
No, you're
Daryl,
coughing it
no.
up. It's in your
Daryl.
lungs. That's what happens.
Did you finish high school, Daryl?
No, he's BSing. He's coughing
No,
up something that tastes like semen. Let me tell you what you're coughing up. You're coughing up your boyfriend's semen. That's not your semen. You should have told the guy to pull out.
No, I'm pretty serious. This happens.
I like that delayed. Huh.
Yeah. Daryl, that semen, put him on hold. I can't stand this.
Okay.
Daryl, if he's not BSing, the degree of ignorance is I can't handle it. When you do that little technique of pushing under the perineum there, it pushes the semen back into your bladder, and then you pee it out. It doesn't go anywhere else. It goes into your bladder.
You don't
Doesn't
cough
build
it
up.
up?
There's no way to connect your semen to your respiratory system.
Uh-huh. And isn't it
Or your
respiratory
gastrointestinal
system?
You're
And
not
what if
gonna vomit it up either?
What if your boyfriend was getting you from the rear end and he didn't pull out? Would you cough that up?
No, it wouldn't cough that up either.
Interesting.
If he was even putting it in your mouth, unless you inhaled deeply, it would bypass the lungs.
All right, pick another call, Drew. Adam?
Yeah?
You're 14?
Yeah, I was wondering if Seroquel and Paxil had anything to do with weight gain? If it had any side effects?
Absolutely.
They
Both
do?
can. I would be more apt to blame the Seroquel.
The Seroquel?
Yeah, but they both can. They both definitely can. Pretty much all the psychiatrically active, the psychotropic meds, can cause weight gain or weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
They change your appetite centers a little bit.
Yeah, because when I was a kid, I was, like, really skinny.
Yeah, well.
How are you doing now?
I'm about 240, but I don't look it. I'm like about...
You're fat. You
True,
might talk to
please.
the doctor about it. There are things that can be added to, or maybe get some vacation off, a holiday off some of these drugs to try to get your diet under control a bit. It's hard to lose the weight. Once that weight has been established with these medications, it's very hard to lose.
Really?
Yeah. it'd be
Why?
surprising. I don't know why. I don't have an explanation for it. It's been my experience that people have a difficult time losing it.
Well,
you know, your body fights to stay at whatever weight you've had it at for a while. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
if you've been taking medicines for a year and your body's been there for a year, it'll fight to stay there.
Well, has it been there for a while?
Well, it started getting drastic for, like, maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
The last 6 months it's been bad. Well, I see what, like, Adam was talking about, like, the other day about how it's, like, the antidepressants don't help. They actually worsen it because you get weight gain, sexual problems.
Yeah. Was I saying that, Drew?
No, what I was saying was you shouldn't be satisfied with incomplete treatment.
Yeah.
And incomplete treatment includes side effects that are unacceptable that could affect your relationships, that could really substantially influence the quality of life that you maintain.
Right. Meanwhile, his only relationship is with his older brother's Wii magazines. they still have those Wii?
Adam, or Ooey, as we used to say.
Oi, or what the hell do they spell that? O-U-I?
Oh, my God.
Thank you for that call back. Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
You say you're 240, but you don't look it.
No, everyone says I look about 180. When I tell them my real weight, they're like, really? Oh, my God.
Yeah, they're just being nice. So 14 and 240, though. That's...
yeah, but I'm
You play
6'.
football?
I mean, I'm 5'10".
Play football?
No.
I know, but
Maybe
hold
there's a
on.
future
Why does everyone do that? You know, I'm 6'2", and if I get over 200 pounds, I start looking fat. And if I get over like 195, I start looking fat.
You know, some people, though, just don't... You know what I mean? They just look big. They don't look fat.
they look big, but 5'10" ain't... Damien, how
Not
tall
huge.
are you?
Me?
No, I'm asking 5'9"? 5'9". How much do you weigh? So our phone screener, Damien's a pretty stout
No, but he's
fella.
lean, though.
Well, no, I don't mean fat, and I don't even really mean husky, but he's a big bone guy.
Yeah, big guy.
I mean, he looks like a good middle linebacker. He's 5'9", he's 190, right?
Okay, there you
Or
go.
195. So this guy's got 1 inch and 45 pounds on Damon. That's a jukebox there. Okay, well maybe you just got like heavy teeth. All right, you play sports?
Yes, I play soccer.
There you go.
Ooh. So,
Defense?
Huh?
Defense?
And midfield.
okay, why don't you play some
Yeesh.
football? Put that girth to use.
Yeah, and I have one other question.
Yeah. Okay.
How was Adam discovered? Like, how were you discovered?
I discovered him.
Honestly?
I was
I
at
get no credit for that, but I discovered
Drew
him.
did. I was at a place called the Brown Derby eating lunch when Louis B. Mayer pulled in.
It was Dupar's, remember?
Yes. How was I discovered? I was a boxing instructor, and I was teaching my good partner Jimmy Kimmel how to box, even though I didn't know who he was at the time. You know,
Well, tell the whole story. Let's tell the story.
I did some gay porn in the late 70s. All right, I'll tell the story. Here's the thing I want all the kids to know, too. When I volunteered to teach Jimmy Kimmel how to box for a morning radio stunt about 6 or 7 years ago, I did not know him before that time. People seem to have trouble, when you're friends with somebody or you're partners with somebody. They figured, you taught him how to box, but you must have known him before that somehow.
Or that's your break, Adam. You knew Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes, I did not know Jimmy Kimmel. I heard Kevin and Bean, the flagship station morning show over here
In Los Angeles.
talking about boxing, and I was working as a boxing instructor. So I called up to train either Jimmy or Michael, the maintenance man, the guy he was going to box. I didn't know either one of them, and I didn't care which one I trained. I just happened to get Jimmy. I trained.
You had a little bit of a plan. You thought you could do something on the radio. I mean,
I wanted to learn about the radio. I wanted to check it out. I just thought it'd be cool just to go in one morning and take a look-see. But I didn't have any plan.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I could answer the phones or something, maybe.
Right.
Best case scenario. And I met Jimmy, and Jimmy turned out to be a good guy and a bad boxer. And I made friends with Jimmy. I only had like 10 days or less than 2 weeks to train him. And I made friends with him, and he lost the fight. But he said, you're a pretty funny guy. You ought to try to do something to get on the radio. So I came up with a character, and I got on the radio, and I did it a few times. And Drew, then you used to listen to the morning show, and still do, I might add.
I do listen every morning, but I used to listen to your Saturday shift.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
They gave me a little Saturday shift for my character.
And that's when I said, we got to get that guy up to. And Ann actually was very enthusiastic about getting you up, and you came up as a guest. Remember that?
I was actually a guest on this show when it was a local L.A. show before I was the host of this show.
Now.
That is weird, yeah.
That is weird, and we thought nothing more of it because it was sort of a failure. And then, but then the fellow that I was broadcasting with, Ricky Rackman at the time, passed on the opportunity to do the TV show.
Right.
And people turned to me and said, well, who do you want to do this? And I said, hell if I know. And I thought of Adam a couple days later. And thought, maybe.
Yeah.
I know, but it,
Well, because I was the only person you knew.
That's true.
Right. All right. So anyway, that's how I got on the radio, and the rest has been just a whirlwind romance between me and Drew.
Yeah.
Let's take ourselves a little break. When we come back, Drew, who do you want to talk to?
Line one.
Line one. That's Will. Will is 22. Wants to know if it's normal for a guy his age to have wet dreams still. And you know my policy. I would pay $250 per wet dream. You know that, Drew?
I thought it was a little higher than that.
$350, and that's my final offer.
Okay.
It'd be like being with a prostitute.
Yeah.
After
of
this.
your choice.
Yes, after this.
LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine will be right back. LoveLine will be right back.
LoveLine on 94.7 KNRK.
LoveLine with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla on 94.7 KNRK.
Hey, everybody. It's me. It's your beloved Adam. And that's your consistent Dr. Drew. Drew's in Atlanta tonight. It's getting a little late over there for Dr. Drew.
Consistent.
You coming home tomorrow?
Day after tomorrow.
What do you got going tomorrow?
Speaking at the Rosalind Carter Center.
Good times.
Yeah, very good times.
You going to have dinner with her?
I am going to have dinner with her. I'm fascinated to see if Jimmy shows up. That'll be very, very interesting.
You think they would? I mean, you figure it's his wife, right?
It's his wife, but he's out. I bet he's on the road a lot doing stuff.
He's
But to me, that would be a huge deal to have dinner with Jimmy and Rosalind Carter.
Yeah, she's got to be 80, right?
She's got to be
late 70s.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Getting up there. All right, who are we going to talk to? Will?
No.
Kelly. I thought we were going to talk to Will.
I know, but Kelly, I need to do Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
We're having a technical problem, but then we'll do Will.
All right. Kelly?
Hi.
You're 21. What's up, Niblets?
Well, I have this problem. I got my nipples pierced about a year ago. And every so often, I'll get like a green discharge, and it'll come out of my nipple, like if I'm
Adam,
yeah.
that is sexy.
Yeah. It's green?
Well, it's like a light green, like kind of milky a little bit.
Yeah.
Yellow and green, right?
Yeah.
That's bad news. That's infection.
All right. So
right?
What should she do?
Like, it'll go away sometimes, but then it'll come back. And
Have you taken antibiotics for it?
no.
I would think your only option, you have two options. One is obviously to take out the foreign body, the piercing.
That's my problem. I can't take them out.
Why not?
Why?
Because, okay, they're barbells, and there's a ball on either side of them, and they won't come undone. I even went back to my piercer and asked her to take them out, and she couldn't.
Oh, well, hold on. That's a chick. That's why. I could get those things out. No problem.
Yeah, there are tools that can break those things, no problem.
Easily.
No problem. Even if you go to a jeweler, they can saw it in half.
I'm not about to take a wire cutter to them.
What's that?
I said I'm not about to take a wire cutter to them.
No, but one side is welded and the other side is threaded, right?
Yeah.
So do you know which side's threaded?
Yeah.
Okay. They have stuff. They have something called liquid wrench.
Yeah.
It's not shaped like a wrench. It's really it's just it's physically liquid. And
is it meant to be poured on nipples?
Yes, it says right on the can for nipples.
Nipple safe.
And it says for clit hoods too. Actually. So I'm assuming it'll be safe.
Safe for clitoris. That's good.
Yeah, it says hood, but I'm guessing. I'm guessing the clitoris.
Who's the guest tonight? Who's the guest?
You and your nipples.
Yay!
Okay, so hey, Scatterbrain, would you listen for 5 seconds?
Yes.
We're talking about your nipples.
Yes.
Okay, so here's what you do. You find the side that finally, by the way, we've been able to marry a mechanical problem with one of our bizarre medical problems.
Yeah. Nice.
Get this little liquid wrench stuff. You can get it at any hardware store, okay?
Okay.
Take the barbell and sort of lean it down so that the part that is threaded is down toward the floor. You know, tweak your nipples a little.
I got you, yeah.
And then just put a drop.
You have to twist them like a propeller to get that thing upside down, right?
Well, they're not sticking straight up. They're sticking left to right, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just twist it a quarter turn. Just so it's basically heading down.
All right.
And then you just put a little drop on the shaft there, and it runs down to where the threads are.
Okay.
And you let it sit there for a few seconds. So you do the same thing to the other side. And you just let it sit there for 10 minutes. You know, let it rub in. Now just hold on a second. Okay. Then you got to grab yourself. You got any pliers?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
You have any vice grips or just pliers?
I have both, but...
Yeah? You know what the vice grips are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, take those vice grips and lock them onto the welded side.
Okay.
Just lock it on, and then just take the plier and make sure there's no skin underneath it, so if it slips off, you don't grab anything. As a matter of fact, why don't you take like a nice... you have anything made of leather?
Where's she calling from? Maybe she can come down. You can show her, Adam.
She's in Bakersfield, but you know, seeing as how she's living in Bakersfield, she probably doesn't have reliable transportation, or she wouldn't stay there.
She has a telephone. She probably had to climb up the pole.
Take like Green Acres.
Yeah.
Take like a tube sock or something and rest it over your breast so you have a little padding there, and just grab onto it with the plier side and start turning it. It'll break loose.
Okay.
If not, jewelers can actually take these things apart.
We'll take an acetylene torch to it.
And there is another option. You could take a course of antibiotics to see if you can eradicate. There may be just some small bits of bacteria left behind each time you get one of these infections, and you could try to eradicate that. But the most desirable intervention would be to take out the barbell.
Yeah, well, that thing's just seized on there. They should put a little anti-seize on there. It's a little Molly lube on there before they clamp it up. Will?
Yes.
You're 22.
Yeah.
What's up?
Actually, it's kind of like a two-part question. Okay, every once in a while, I guess I can't really control my dreams that well, and I have dreams of sexual things, and I'll have a wet dream.
Right.
I mean, you say you can't control them, and you can't force yourself to have one of these every night.
No, I can't. No. But if I go to bed thinking about sex, if I go to bed thinking about something, that's pretty much what I'm gonna dream about.
Yep. Okay.
Wow.
So
You're
if I go to
very
bed thinking about sex, then probably I have a dream about it, so I'll probably have a wet dream. And then also, I'm wondering if maybe it's something if it's psychological, because also I don't have sex a whole lot, even though I'm married. But I was wondering if that's also a reason. Maybe I just get too excited, and I can't last that long while we're having sex either.
Yeah, but if you're not having sex very frequently, maybe that's the big problem. Maybe that's why you're sort of going off too quick, is you're sort of built up.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. Could that also be the reason for me having wet dreams and stuff?
Absolutely.
That's the reason. That's God jacking you off. It's in the Bible.
I think.
Well, I don't jack off a whole lot, but I jack off enough to excrete my poisons.
God. Put that on a loop. Excrete my poisons.
Wait a second. You don't have kids, do you, Will?
No.
Oh, thank God. How often do you beat off?
I don't know. I'm not most people. I guess once a week, twice a week.
That ain't enough for 22 for not getting too much sex. That's why you're ruining the comforter every night.
Why so infrequently with your wife?
She was raped when she was younger.
Oh, boy.
And so, yeah, it's one of those mental things for her that...
Yeah. Well, listen, that's a tough situation. She's got to get herself some therapy for herself, not so she can have...
therapist.
Yeah, that's fantastic. It's like someone with bad teeth not liking dentists.
Yeah.
Tough ass. She's got to go more than regular people.
Right.
She says that they don't do anything for her. They just ask her how she feels about it, and she's pretty much, I don't know, she says they don't really tell her any, yes or no questions. So.
Well, that's good. After about 9 years of that, she may understand what the process is about.
Yeah.
Right. She's got to get back involved with that. You understand? I know she likes to oversimplify and say there's nothing going on, and they just nod their head, and that's it. She's got to get involved with that process. And your homework is start beating off more. You beat off before you go to bed. I guarantee. I haven't had I've had 2 wet dreams in the last 23 years.
And think, Adam, all you'd have to do is skip 1 day of activity.
Not worth it. Not going to chance that. You know why, Drew? Because
you might
what
kill
if?
Someone.
No, listen. Riddle me this. What if, and just what if, I don't beat off one night before I go to bed?
Yeah.
And then, for some reason, I don't have the wet dream?
Oh.
Then who's to blame? do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Now I'm behind, and I'll never make it up again. I'll never get that one back. Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah. Okay, wise guy? So next time you bring up an idea like that, a scheme like that, I suggest you think about it first. Okay?
I'm sorry.
Okay, man. Hey, I'm sorry for flying off the handle.
No, I understand.
That's just goddamn Dayquil. Kim, go ahead.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Adam?
What's up, Perky? You're 40.
Yeah. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Our pleasure.
I just want to say I love you and Drew, and I love the Man Show.
Thank you.
And I'm over here in Cincinnati. And
beautiful country.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the lovely Ohio.
We went to Ohio. We went over to Germantown.
Oh yeah, where were we?
That Oktoberfest?
No. We were in. Where were we? Cleveland?
No, where's Ohio State? Columbus?
Columbus. We were in Columbus.
Yeah.
We were in Columbus. Then we went to the Germantown outside of Columbus and had dinner at, I can't remember. Anyway, what's up, Kim?
Okay. I have a question. Since you're on the East Coast time tonight, Drew, so you know where I'm at.
Yeah.
It's pretty late here. Well, after my kids went to sleep, I was mopping the floor and I slipped, and I went down on my wrist. That's what I used to break my fall. And my hand has really swollen up. The pain goes all the way up to my elbow, and I can only, like, all my fingers are just, I mean, I just have no strength in them. I can't pick up even the lightest of anything.
Can you bend your wrist at all?
Not without pain.
No, you probably broke it.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
Drew.
I think I broke it.
Nah.
Yeah, that's a real
I don't know
typical.
if I sprained it or
fine.
broke it.
No.
I can't get to an ER room tonight because
Yeah, you're fine.
my youngest one is 7 and my oldest is 19, but my 19-year-old, he is the soundest sleeper in the entire world.
All right, Kim, it's
Well,
probably.
wait a minute. Well, hold on.
Well, how can you tell?
Hold on. You got to wiggle your fingers around.
I've tried. Oh, and it hurts. It hurts.
Kim, it's fractured. It's
Hold on,
fractured.
Drew, please. You're fine. Did you ice it?
No, I did. Well, I held a can of pop.
All right, yeah. Ice it,
Mountain
elevate it.
Dew. Oh my God, it's just white trash.
Ice it.
It's got no ice, but she got Mountain Dew.
Oh, I'm proud of it too.
Listen, if you tell me you held a 2-liter thing of Mountain Dew against it, I'll go through the roof.
No, but I will tell you this. My left arm, I agree with Tara. I just had my flu shot this morning. My left arm is killing me too.
Well, weak constitution. Look, hold on. Let me, Drew, who's the doctor here? You can't wiggle your fingers, huh?
Not without pain.
All right, but at least they move. That's always a good thing. Drew, because they always get you to do that, don't they? Wiggle the fingers?
Well, they're looking for nerve damage.
Oh, is that what they do with the wiggle the fingers?
Yeah.
All right,
One of
but
the
she
things.
should put ice on it, shouldn't she?
Yeah, ice it, elevate it, see an orthopedist in the morning, okay? They'll cast it.
And what's up?
Tonight they would just immobilize it. They might cast it in an ER, but you've got a few hours here. It's probably okay, provided that you don't start getting numbness in the hand or the swelling gets so severe that the pain becomes uncontrollable, because you can actually break blood vessels. Other things can happen. You get other complications there.
All right, so put a 6-pack of Mountain Dew on it and keep it elevated. And what's up with that 19-year-old?
Well, he's just a really sound sleeper
So-
ever since he's been about 12.
Are you saying you couldn't wake him up?
Oh, no. He's like, I mean, someone could come in here and rob us and carry him out on the bed, and he'd never know. I mean,
I
the house
hate
could
those
catch on
guys.
Fire.
So you mean you're telling me that if you had an emergency where you had to take yourself into the emergency room tonight, you could not go wake him up to look after your 7-year-old or your 3-year-old?
It would be very difficult.
Wow.
Yes, he sleeps that sound.
Wow. Wait a minute. She's going to tell a story. You used to do what?
I used to be that way, too,
God bless you.
back in the 70s.
Okay, Drew. Now, Drew?
Yeah?
Maybe I'm just really jealous and resentful because I sleep so lightly.
Yeah.
But guys who sleep really heavy, don't you think they're kind of retarded?
Well, that'll be me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Although I gotta admit, I sleep very heavy, but I'm easily awakened. I can
You're
immediately
heavy.
go into action.
You're a heavy sleeper, but
Yeah.
if your wife said, "Hey, there's trouble with the kids,"
I'd be on my feet.
you'd pop right up.
Yeah.
Erection and all, right?
Yeah, with the erection, yeah.
And then you'd wait till it went down before you ran into the kids' room.
No, I'd just start running. I wouldn't know.
Well, yeah, but your kids' room is several thousand yards away from your room, so you'd probably be depleted of body fluids by the time you got there. I mean, the boner would be long gone.
There's an aerial tram I have to get on, so
Like at the airport?
Right.
All right. So anyway, Kim, put more Mountain Dew, elevate.
Ice, elevate,
Right.
see the orthopedic surgeon first thing in the morning.
Let's take a break. What do you say?
Oh, okay. I put that 6 back on hold for me. Line 6.
All right. We'll talk to Dwayne when we come back, who got shot in the balls with a BB gun.
Is that right, Dwayne?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, Dwayne.
Unacceptable.
No, I think you should be playing some rap music, not that. We'll take a little break. We'll be back with Dwayne, who took one in the sack after this.
All right, guys, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Call the Dateline. Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? Call the Dateline. One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE. You know what I'm saying out there?
Adam and Dr. Drew will be right back on LoveLine.
LoveLine on 94.7 NRK. LoveLine with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla on 94.7 KNRK.
Hey, everybody, LoveLine. I'm Adam. That is Drew over there. Drew's in Atlanta tonight. You at Westwood 1 in Atlanta?
No. No, it's on one of our affiliates, though.
Oh, all right.
96 Rock.
96 Rock?
That's what they call themselves, yes.
All righty. I like those guys over there. Beautiful country. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. And let's get back to Dwayne, who's 19, got shot in the nuts with a BB gun.
Yeah, man. Basically, I was just out drinking some beer, and we got our BB guns out.
Right.
We were shooting each other.
Sure.
Shooting each other.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, having a BB gun fight.
Right.
Ah.
And
Drew, you never had that BB gun fight, huh?
I can't say I had.
My buddy.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of got hit right in the nutsack.
Nutsack. Through the pants?
Well, yeah.
Nut wasn't out, was it?
No. Oh no, man. I don't do it like that.
Right.
But
What kind of BB guns?
What's that?
Pump action or CO2?
It was a Daisy air rifle CO2.
Oh, CO2. Yeah, those CO2s have some pop, but then they fade out as the CO2 charge gets a little lower.
Yeah, I was lucky too because it was just a BB, not a pellet.
Ooh.
Yeah, pellets got some stopping power.
Man, they'll go right through, man.
Yeah,
They'll
pellet
stick
will
right
take
in
you down.
Yeah, sometimes we shoot toothpicks at each other.
Yeah, I once got shot with it actually was a toothpick. I was sitting on the toilet at my friend's house. He kicked open the door, put the thing right against my chest, and shot me with the toothpick. I still got the scar.
Yeah, man. Those
Seriously?
things go in like an inch.
True.
Against your chest?
Yeah, put it up against me.
That's how, what's his name died, putting those things up against his head.
John Hexum. Drew?
No. Was it Dad? Yeah?
Yeah, the actor model.
Yeah, right. That's right. Right, exactly.
See, Drew, how bad can you be that I mentioned the person's name who you're
Because
thinking
I was
of
thinking,
and you don't even know that?
I was thinking it was the karate guy.
John Eric Hexum?
No.
Yeah, you're thinking
Bruce Lee's son, yeah.
Right. Well, no, he died. He died because there was a round instead of a blank in the gun.
Right.
Are you all right there, Drew?
I thought it was just shrapnel.
No.
Yeah, I actually thought it was a blank that fired a little piece out.
Yeah, and just caught him, popped him one right in the jaw.
Right.
Now, hold on a second. Hold on. Bruce Lee, what was this kid's name?
Brandon.
Brandon Lee. Brandon Lee was shot with a slug in the chest.
No, man. It was a blank.
That's what I heard, too. I remember being a blank.
No, it was supposed to be a blank, but there was a live round in it.
No, man. What happened was he shot the blank, and then the pieces of the blank came out and hit him, and it was just like a bullet, but it was a blank that just messed up.
That's what I heard.
Hold on, and where did it hit him?
I don't know, probably in the chest or the head or something.
Okay. In the stomach or chest. Hey, Anderson, get on the internet and find that thing out, would you?
I bet you $10 it was a blank.
All right. I heard that story too, but I thought it was a live round.
No, man, that'd just be stupid. Who would have live rounds around for that kind of thing?
Well, you see, you understand, it's this is where it becomes a tragic mistake. They did it it was like a non-union gig. They did it like out of the state, and they didn't have
making stuff up.
No. Look, hold on a second. How dare both of you question me? It was a non-union thing, and they didn't have proper gun wranglers. Anyone who's been on a set knows that they won't even hand you a fake gun without a gun wrangler. You can't do anything involving guns without a gun specialist who's in charge and who checks them out to you and all that stuff. There's a whole bunch of regulations about it. But they did this in a non-union situation. They didn't have a professional gun wrangler. And that these bullets, that these blanks were essentially slugs that just had the slug taken out of them. They were rounds without the slugs in them, and one had a slug in it.
Oh, I see.
That's what I heard, because he was shot through a grocery bag from a distance of like 2 or 3 feet. So if it was just a blank,
right?
How would that blow out his stomach?
Right.
You know what I mean?
It was in his abdomen.
I thought it was his chest, but maybe it was his stomach. It's not too.
It must have been chest. Abdomen's hard to die quickly from.
Not too far apart. And John Eric Hexum was put a blank gun to his head on a set and pulled the trigger, and apparently just a concussion killed him.
Wow.
Because if you take a blank, you take a real blank like a 44 and hold it up to a beer can or something, it'll just shred it, even if there's no slug in it.
Wow.
Okay. But let's find out the answer to that Brandon Lee thing anyway, just to make sure. So anyway, Dwayne got shot in the nut. Where'd the BB go? Did it lodge in the sack?
Well, no, it just hit it, and then, it kind of opened up a little wound. It was bleeding a little bit.
Jeez.
And,
How's the testing? Did it swell up?
dude, it's all big and purple.
Dude, you need to get that checked out. You can actually fracture your testy that way.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 2.5 inches around now. It's like,
yeah, dude. Yeah.
I don't believe him. But if
No,
it's
I do.
true...
Why not? It makes sense.
2.5 inches around.
What? What's wrong with that?
That's the size of a wiffle ball.
2.5 inches is a wiffle ball?
Well, yeah.
Like a golf wiffle ball.
No, a golf ball's like 1 1/8 inches, 1.25 inches.
Well, I'm looking at 2.5 inches, and
2.5 inches. Get your penis out. And then fold it over twice, and that's 2.5 inches.
Thank you.
All right. Let's take a break. I got to find out about this Brandon Lee now.
All right. All right.
We'll be back.
Back in a minute.
This is on 94.7 NRK. LoveLine on KNRK, Chemist, Portland. LoveLine, NRK.
I couldn't do it.
It's the contact. I'm telling you. What do you mean that you're lightwait? It's just
I was eating and talking to...
Oh, come on. You're just making excuses. You're in denial. Listen.
Shut up.
But it is lovely hearing you eat.
Let me try it again.
It's beautiful hearing you eat with that nasally.
Damien was
drawl
floating a theory about the Chinese mafia killing Brandon Lee. That's what I was saying. Okay. LoveLine, fastest growing outlaw radio, North America. Woo! He's back, baby. That's damn good radio. That's edgy radio. That's balls to the wall radio, Drew. You wouldn't know about that, baby. We got ourselves a 50,000 watt flamethrower over here, man.
Dude. Pretty exciting.
Yeah. That's Dr. Drew. He's in Atlanta. I'm Adam. I'm in Nirvana with this
an altered state. You're in an altered state.
Yeah. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. I still think Brandon Cruz was shot with a live round. That's how he died.
Brandon Cruz?
Brandon Cruz from the courtship Eddie's father.
Yeah, good times.
No, I was talking about Mrs. Livingston, who was the Asian chick on that show to Damien during the break, so I think I got a little confused. Or was I? Brandon Lee? Yeah, live round, everybody. Somebody fill us in on that.
Good job.
Amelia?
Yes.
You're 21?
Yes.
What's up?
Okay. Here's the thing. I was at work tonight. I was at work. I'm a manager of a very large telemarketing firm. Mm-hmm. And one of my representatives came to me, and she's like, hey, come in the bathroom. So I went in there, and she pointed down. There was this white powdery stuff in one of the stalls. And she said, you think that's anthrax? And I'm like, I don't know. So I called my boss, and I'm like, what should we do? We think we found anthrax in the bathroom. And he said that we should send the 2 girls home that found it. And that's about it. So we sent them home. And then my other boss called up, and he's like, what'd you do? Okay, I went in there, I cleaned it up. And he's like, whoa, you cleaned it up. You came in contact with it.
Yeah.
He wanted
You should call your local fire department.
Oh, no. When someone spills some cleanser in the bathroom, we got to call the fire department?
Coffee mate.
See, that's the thing. We didn't know what it was, and I just wanted to clean it up so no one else would get freaked out.
What's it doing in the bathroom?
I have no idea. But my boss told me and my husband to go home because I drug him in there and made him clean it up with me.
Oh, my God.
He told me to go home immediately so I wouldn't come into contact with any of the other reps and then go to the hospital, the emergency room in the morning and get tested.
Well,
Is that a good idea, or is that just over precaution?
It's overkill, but right now my sort of orientation to all these things is why not?
Yeah.
Why not be super prepared?
You know
why
why,
not
Drew?
be extra cautious?
Because they've won. Then they've won.
No.
Right.
They've won.
No.
Bin Laden won. You nothing. They won. They won. It's over. They won.
Well, everyone at my workplace is freaking out. None of the reps know, but all the management is involved, and they think it's this huge deal. And I'm just kind of worried about it.
What? Well, why would it be in the bathroom on the floor?
Well, see, one of my reps was like, "Oh no."
Well, wait a second. Hold on, Brainiac. Is there anything else that's white in the bathroom of a powdery nature?
Well, one of my reps went in there, and she's like, "Well, I used this stall earlier, and it wasn't there. So it wasn't there until after the 8 o'clock break."
All right, so somebody went in there with a packet of Cremora, and they were trying to go number 2 and dump it in their coffee at the same time.
Are you postulating that somebody's a terrorist in your organization?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
And let me tell you something. There would not be the kind of sympathetic outpouring of the nation if some telemarketers went down. I'll tell you that.
Come on, that'd be sad. It's marketing, man.
Nobody would care. We would consider that a small victory.
Oh no!
Yes.
Shame on you.
Yes.
Everyone needs telemarketers.
Sure, we need people calling us while we're eating, asking if we need siding.
Of course.
What do you sell with that telemarketing?
Christian music and greeting.
Oh my God!
And what? Christian music and what?
And holiday greeting cards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can't people be left alone to pick that stuff up if they want it?
Say what? No,
I mean, you got to call them at
These are
home.
exclusive greeting cards, only offered by the certain company.
Are they religious greeting cards?
Yeah, they're beautiful greeting cards.
How do you know who to call, though?
Say what? Oh, no, these people have bought greeting cards from us in the past.
Oh, so you call them and tell them it's time?
Right. And so it's helping them out.
What do some of them say, these greeting cards?
What do they say? Well,
Yeah.
they share the joy and the warmth of a holiday season.
I see. Okay. There's no anthrax in your bathroom.
Okay, so
It's got to be cleanser.
Well,
I still think, though, for you to get tested is reasonable. It's a simple thing. They just do a nasal swab. It's no big deal.
Really?
Why not? Why not? Why not? That's the question I think people should be asking yourselves. Why not? If there's a good reason why not, then don't. I think it's a why not, not calling the fire department out at night for a very, very unlikely risk.
Can't afford not to.
That makes sense.
Freak out.
That makes sense to me, not to bother the fire department, but to not test yourself, that doesn't make sense, because let's say something should turn up, they will have an ability to respond to that then.
You can't afford not to. Thank you. I'll tell you why not, Drew. You know why not? Because they've won. Okay?
No, you said Bin Laden won,
Bin Laden
Drew 0.
won, Drew 0.
Okay. That's just round 1.
Yeah. Mark?
Yeah?
You're 11?
Yeah.
You've been on hold for 91 minutes?
About.
Holy Christ. That's almost an hour and a half.
Well, I called at like 8:30 or 9:30.
Mm-hmm. All right. You're 11. Shouldn't you be asleep by now?
Well, I have a pretty serious problem.
All right, buddy. Let's see if we can tackle it.
What's going on there, Mark?
Well, I've been vomiting since Sunday night.
Mm-hmm. You saw the Emmys, too?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Those...
Mark's got a good timing, by the way.
Well, he's 11. What do you want? Okay.
Well, and I've had episodes like this before, except they've lasted for much longer.
How long do they last?
Couple weeks.
When was the last time you had something like this?
Beginning of the year, school year.
And how many episodes have you had?
3.
And you've seen doctors for them?
I've been hospitalized twice for IV fluids.
Mm-hmm. And they've never figured out what this is.
They say, well, it's like nothing organically wrong with me. It's psychological.
Mm-hmm.
So you're nervous and you vomit.
Well, it's not like willingly,
No, I understand, but it's the nervousness makes you vomit.
I guess.
What's making you nervous?
I really don't know.
Are you dizzy?
Kind of dizzy? No.
How much
No,
vomiting? How much vomiting are you doing?
Like once every half an hour. And maybe.
Wow.
Anytime you eat something, you vomit?
No, sometimes I just vomit up stomach liquid, and usually it's like 500 cc.
Oh, 500 cc.
Yeah, we have one of those little barf basins with the lines on it.
I see.
Oh, hold on a second. What's he got, Drew? A
He's got a
barf
track-
basin?
Those little hats put over your toilet to measure what's coming out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just because they're worried about how dehydrated he gets.
They got those hats that you line in. I'd like to do that to see how big the Duke is.
I've always been afraid to bring this up with you.
Can you get me one of those hats so I can see if I can? Because like my personal best would probably be like when I was 22, 23. I probably had a probably about a 900 cc Duke. But I'm thinking I could probably get 1,000 now because I was probably only about 180 back then. I'm more like 190 now.
Good times.
Okay. Got to get some of them toilet liners. Mark?
Yeah.
Okay. So your parents are aware of this?
Oh, yeah, they're the ones. Well, we were seeing a GI doctor.
Yeah.
What they did a UA to see how dehydrated I was.
Right.
And they also did a white blood cell count in blood to see if to rule out appendicitis.
All right.
Because I already had that.
Did you ever see a neurologist?
Yeah.
And what did he or she say?
Well, that was a long time ago. But it was for a different cause.
What was that for?
I was in a car accident.
Tell me about that.
What?
Tell me about that.
But
What happened with that?
I had a neck strain, and I'm still experiencing pain in my neck.
Did that car accident freak you out pretty badly?
Yeah.
Did you start vomiting after that?
No, that was like 2 years ago.
What about, you ever talk about seeing a psychiatrist or something?
Yeah, I do.
How's that going?
I guess it's okay. And we started that the second time after I was hospitalized.
Yeah.
Seeing a psychologist.
Yeah. Mark, I tell you what.
Maybe you should start smoking weed.
Yeah, right.
Well, that keeps the food
Thank
down.
you. Mark, what do you think is causing this, Mark?
What?
Do you think it's psychological?
Yeah, I do.
You do. You don't feel like there's something wrong with you physically.
No, I don't.
You're aware that something's disturbing you and then you vomit.
Yeah, but I just don't know what.
You don't know what's bothering you.
Yeah.
But you're sure it's an emotional thing that gets you going. Because I would want a neurologist to look at you also, just to make sure there's not some neurologic source of the vomiting. I mean, one thing you worry about, obviously, is gastroenterologic source, which you've had that evaluated. The next would be neurological. And you're seeing a psychologist. That's good. I mean, everything's sort of in place. I would just sort of add that in and then keep working hard with the psychologist. I mean, you're getting proper care. There's not much more you can get than good care.
All right. Here's by the way, we've got to the bottom of the Brandon Lee thing, which is somewhere in between the blank and the slug, which is on March 31st, 1993. A hit was put out on him by the Chinese mafia. So phone screener Damon was right. Damien.
Here's Michael. Michael's 19.
Wait a minute. I'm not
He's got an opinion about Brandon Lee. He's got an opinion.
I got it right in front of me.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead.
Michael?
Adam was right about the union workers, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, what happened was the union workers weren't too experienced with working with guns. So the director called for 2 takes of the gun firing into Brandon Lee. The first take was the camera filming directly at the gun when it was a revolver-type weapon, so they had to be able to see the bullets in the chamber.
Ooh.
So they had actual bullets loaded into cases that had primers that had already been fired. Only one of the cases had a primer that hadn't been fired, but it didn't have any gunpowder in it, so when the primer fired, it had like a small electrical charge, which drove the bullet out of the casing and into the barrel of the gun. Then when they reloaded the revolver with blanks, the blank had the gunpowder in it and acted as a real bullet to drive the
wow
from the
wow
from the barrel into
that shows you how complicated these things can get.
Right. Yeah, that's what it says. It says the dummy bullet was like lodged in the barrel, and then the charge from the blank shot that out.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're a real bullet.
through that grocery bag he was carrying and fatally wounded him.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah, it's really, it's all about timing, isn't it?
Oh.
I mean, that's
have
a
you ever
freakish
seen it, bro?
thing. Yeah, I've seen it.
You know the last scene in it where he's walking into the apartment
Mm-hmm.
and he's dripping with rain and everything?
Yeah.
That wasn't actually, that was never actually filmed. That was put together from a scene of him walking through an alley in the rain.
Right.
And then another shot of a dummy, or not a dummy, but a double walking through his apartment.
Well, the guy could have been stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shot like, I don't know, 7/8 of the film, and then he got shot, and they wanted to release it anyway. So they had to figure out a way to do it. That's why I always shoot the ending first, in case one of my actors dies on the set. All right. Hey, thanks, Michael.
You guys are the greatest. Drew, you're my idol.
Oh, Michael, thank you.
Thanks for calling in.
No problem.
Okay. So there it was. We were kind of both right because it was a blank, but then it
Right.
was a slug at the same time.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, and it was stuck in the barrel.
More importantly, here's the lesson. Adam trusted his instincts on this one. It didn't make sense that a piece of a blank would go through a bag and his chest.
Right, from 2 feet away.
Yeah, so he stood by his...
There had to be something.
Something had to be there.
Something had to be propelled into his body.
Things have to make sense.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Joey?
Yes?
You're 19?
Yes, I'm 19.
What's up?
I was just discussing with my roommate. We actually have kind of an argument going. Whether he says that if a girl starts repeatedly having sex, let's say like 5 or 6 times, maybe more, her hips will automatically start to get bigger. But I disagree.
You're gay.
What?
He's not gay. He's just a nerd. He's sitting around with his college buddies talking about this instead of having fun, right?
Well, it is true that the chicks with the big asses are easier to nail, but that's not because that's just because they have low self-esteem. It's not because someone's been nailing them before.
No, to my knowledge, Joe, there's nothing like this. There is a hormone called relaxin that does relax the...
Black guys use that on their hair, right?
That's right.
All right. Yeah, what about the relaxin?
The ligaments that hold the pelvis together, so when a woman is pregnant, there's more space created, but there's nothing like that release from just sex itself, to my knowledge.
Now, what about when you have kids or you get pregnant? That would do that.
That does
right?
it. Oh, yeah. That's the relaxin. That's that hormone.
All right, Joey.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Happy jacking.
Oh.
You know,
that was me and my friends in college.
The guys who
really we had too much time, too much studying and too much frustration.
But let me tell you, the sex is no different than sports in that I've always had like 2 sets of friends. I've had the geeky friends who knew all the statistics on every player who ever played, but could never play worth a damn. And then there were the guys who knew nothing but were great players.
Right.
And the guys who sit around and swap numbers and stats never get in the game. And the guys who got laid all the time didn't know it was called a vagina. It's like that's the garage I keep my junk in. That's where I put my penis. I don't know what they're called. Labia what? Majora? Minora? Huh? They didn't know one part. Go ahead, Amber.
Hello?
You're 19. What's up?
Yeah, this is just kind of a question that me and my husband are trying to figure out. My husband seems to be able to have sex in his sleep, like actual intercourse. He does it probably about once every week that he'll wake up. Well, we'll both wake up in the act of having sex. And I was wondering if that's a common thing that happens.
No, wait a minute.
Is he using his own ass or is he on you?
On me, actual intercourse.
I see.
You say you were waking up in the process of having sex also?
Yes.
So you're both able to do this?
I don't know on my part, but he normally just remembers rolling over and that's about it. And then he wakes up in the actual process of having sex.
And what happens with you?
I wake up to having him humping me.
All right. Do you like that?
So you're both waking up in the middle of a sexual act?
Yes.
You just don't initiate it?
Yeah.
How do you stay asleep? How is it that you stay asleep? I mean, he penetrates you without you waking up?
Well, it's more like the act of him penetrating me when I wake up. But it's not until he's like actually in me that he starts to wake up and realize what he's doing.
In California, that's considered rape, is it not true?
Oh, yes, it absolutely is.
Yes, that's rape. You can bring him in on charges.
Amber, we hear this once in a while, and I've not
Well, who
been able
cares? I
to.
guess
Yeah,
is
I've not
what
been able
we're
to
saying.
associate with anything specific, except this is kind of a sleep disorder.
I think rape is a good thing.
And when we talk to the guys that do this kind of thing, they often do have some trauma histories and whatnot. Yeah, but it's not a big, nothing specific associated with this,
Well,
other than that it is kind of a sleep disorder.
Do you care?
No, I was just curious if it's like something that occurs often.
Well, let me.
Not
let me-
often, but it does occur.
It'll stop happening as you guys get older and he gets less and less attracted to you.
Oh, great, thanks.
Well, you got that to look forward to. Look, how old is this guy?
23.
Okay. Drew, here's what goes on.
Yeah.
Remember when you weren't used to sleeping with a woman, it was a big thrill? The idea
Let me think. Yeah.
The idea that there was a naked female lying next to you.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It's what happens to me during Thanksgiving. I don't make it through the night because there's a pumpkin pie in the refrigerator. I get up at 4:30 in the morning and I polish off that pumpkin pie with a boner in my underpants, standing in the kitchen, being lit by the light of the fridge and chugging the milk out of the jug.
Quite an image.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I go to bed knowing it's there, and I can't make it through the entire night because I know it's there. Well, when you're a young guy and you're newly married and there's a naked woman next to you, you don't make it through the night because you know she's there.
Right.
And this is what happens. And they say in their sleep, but just like that phone call you get in the middle of the night and you have that conversation, you're not really asleep, but you're in that state where you don't remember it the next morning.
Right. I understand.
It's a big deal is what I'm saying.
I'm with you.
Okay. Line 2?
Sure.
You want to punch him up or you want me to?
I'm sorry. I thought you were taking the initiative there. Huh?
Sorry, baby.
Omar.
Yeah, Adam and Dr. Drew.
Yes,
Yeah.
Omar?
Hi. How are you?
We're good.
Good.
How are you?
Am I on the air?
Liar, whore, and you know it.
No, let's see. What's going on, Omar?
Hello?
Give him a break. Yeah, what's up, Omar?
I have a part like I feel like I feel like every day I feel horny every day.
You want to sell me some knives? You feel horny every day?
I drink to that.
Yeah.
What? And but see like and in the night I get I have super strong sexual feelings, you know.
I drink to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see, but it makes if I think about it, it makes me cry because I think about because I've never had a girlfriend, you know.
Shocking.
Shocking. Yeah. Shocked.
Yeah, and then I just we have. Do you know what a sunroom is? It's an additional room.
A sunroom?
Huh?
Like a sunroom in your house?
Yeah.
A solarium?
Huh?
Okay.
No, yeah, a sunroom.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Drew?
This is good, Adam. I want to hear this.
Do you think this is real?
So far.
Okay.
If it is, it's pretty interesting.
I'll tell you, the kid's, if it's not real, this kid's got it.
He's good, yeah.
Omar?
No, no, I'm not lying. I'm not.
Well, let me ask you.
All right.
Let me ask you some questions. Omar.
Okay, yeah, sure.
What's your nationality?
Mexican.
Mm-hmm. What part of Mexico?
My dad is where is he? No, see, I was born in Tri-City here. Tri-City.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but why don't you believe me?
What part of Mexico is your dad from?
Yeah.
You are a bare-faced liar.
Hold on, wait a minute here.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, when I'm novice, yeah, I have a statue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
No.
What part of Mexico is your dad from?
Zacatecas.
Zacatecas?
Yeah.
All right, well, what's your question, Omar?
Hold on. His dad's from Zacatecas, Mexico, which is, it's right on the border. You bang us Uranus?
I want to hear what he wants to ask. Come on.
His dad is from Zacatecas, Mexico. Drew, do you realize that?
I understand. I just want to hear what he's up to, what he wants to ask. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
Aye.
This guy, like you said, this guy's got it.
It's right near Ubangus, Uranus.
I understand.
And Nardgalis, I think, is also one of the bordering cities of Zacatecas. All right, there, Omar. Go ahead there, baby.
Yeah.
Let it rip.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I get these. Yeah, because and if I think I be in the sunroom, and if I think because I feel like I'm never gonna have a girlfriend. It'll make me cry.
Is that Mexican accent there?
What
nationality? What nationality is your mom?
She's from TJ. She's from TJ.
Tijuana.
Yes, Tijuana. Yeah, Tijuana. Yes.
Okay.
All right. And Omar.
Yeah.
What specifically is your question for us? I hate that drop, by the way.
Both parents are from Mexico, and this guy sounds like he just climbed off a junk.
Okay, all right. Omar, what is the question for us?
Okay, let's see. Yeah, but like some things have happened though. Like
what is your question for us? Forget about the history right now. Just what are you looking for from us?
Like why or like do you think I should? Do you think do you think I should I should like see her like as I call because I have this feel like I'm gonna like rape somebody, you know? So you think I should see her?
I do, Omar. I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now should he see one where he's at in the Carlsbad area, or should he head back to his homeland of Zacatecas?
No, I think Carlsbad is certainly.
Wait. Hello. Oh no! Yeah, I talked to my medical doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's Kaiser Permanente, you know.
Yeah.
Kaiser Permanente, and he told me that there's Kaiser in Vista, and so I go to Vista.
All right.
But can I
shouldn't he be going to Kaiser Permanente? Yeah.
Oh, when I went, you know what? In the beginning, you know what he told me.
Yeah.
The psychologist. I don't know why he told me this, but and then like he was just laughing. He said, have you seen a hoko? And like he was like he was just like laughing about it. Why did he do that?
Well, that may not have been the best judgment if he had done that.
Yeah, it was just like and then so I called.
Hey, Drew.
You had enough, Omar?
Yeah. I pray there's no real Omar out there.
I'm actually suspicious that there is.
Where's he get that crazy accent if both his parents are Mexican? That's not retarded Mexican.
Yeah, I worked with a lot of mentally challenged adults, and there are a lot of Omars, but this is not a real Omar.
It's not a real Omar.
But I've worked with guys that are this bad.
Yeah, I do too. I see people like this, and they sometimes have strange language patterns and things, and so it could be.
This guy's a liar, though.
Yeah, Anderson doesn't buy it.
You know what? Keep him on hold a bit, and you watch him and listen and see what you get there.
All right.
It out. But I think Omar needs to get
tight,
back to
Omar.
his address. Yeah.
You go in that sunroom and just hang tight. Talk to your dad about the old days out in Zacatecas. Your mom. You bang us, your anus. We'll take a little break.
Back in a minute.
LoveLine on 94.7 NRK.
We'll be right back in a minute.
It's me. I'm back. Drew's over there in Atlanta.
Yeah.
People seem to like Atlanta.
Tonight, beautiful town.
Yeah? How's the weather?
Mild, high 40s tonight, high 60s during the day.
Good times.
It's it was so much new build, so much development going on here. And again, every time I come to Atlanta, I'm amazed there's sort of no Civil War museum, no Civil War history.
Yeah.
That to me is bizarre.
I'm trying to live it down.
I guess.
Where are we here, Drew?
With Dr. Omar again?
Yeah, let's talk to Omar.
No. You want to?
I don't care. We talked to him during the break.
Yeah, and?
He formed a question.
What was it?
Well, he went to the beach and beat off, apparently, during his lunch break.
Yeah.
With a Playboy magazine.
Dude, you beat off?
Put Jessica on hold, will you?
And by the way, he may be retarded because no one says Playboy magazine. They just say Playboy, you know?
Yeah.
And then he went back to his work and he beat off again when no one was around.
Yeah.
And so now he wants to know whether he should go to a shrink.
Well, he was already seeing one. He should continue seeing one. Here's somebody that says he knows Omar. Joe,
you're 19? Okay.
Oh, boy. This is really bearing fruit.
All right, yeah.
Let me go back to Jessica.
Well, let me say, you just hung up on Omar.
Oh.
Now he really needs therapy.
Well, he needs to continue with the psychiatrist he was seeing, or the psychologist. He needs to really dig in a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. Jessica?
Hi, I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah?
I was interested in looking into non-surgical systems for breast enhancement, and I came across an ad for a procedure, or actually a device called Brava. And what it does is it's like a sports bra that uses suction. And you wear it for 10 weeks for 10 hours a day, and it uses mechanical tension.
2 weeks for 10 hours a day?
10 weeks for 10 hours a day.
Oh, geez, that seems like a lot of sucking on those boobs.
Right. And it says that it will help it to grow normal cells, and I was...
How? How would that happen?
Well, by drawing blood to it.
Well, it just says that it's...
Then by that logic, Adam, your penis should be the size of the Empire State Building.
Well, how do you know? Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Every time you draw blood to your penis, it grows. That's not the way things work.
It's true.
It says that it displaces the cells, and then they respond by developing new generated breast tissue.
I think it's a load of crap.
Do you?
I really
You have to
do.
go to a doctor and actually get this, and it costs like $2,500. That's why you have to go to like a plastic surgeon to get this.
Well, maybe there is something. I would love to hear about
as
it.
long as you're going to a plastic surgeon and dropping $2,500, you might as well just get the implants.
Well, I can't. I mean, it's a time thing. You have to be out of work for like a month and a half.
You walk around with a Hoover on your boobs for 10 hours a day for 10 weeks. Don't tell me. You got time, baby.
You can sleep with them though.
Now, what do you do? Plug it in?
Do I want to get in?
What powers this thing?
Oh, I just don't want.
What powers it?
No.
What powers this?
Oh, I would. Obviously, I'd like to have larger breasts.
Jessica, no. What powers the machine that sucks on your breast?
It's like a little computer. I don't know.
Okay, let me explain something. Your car has a computer, right? But that does not power the car.
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore.
Hold on. Drew, you know why I always say chicks are dumber than guys? And you always make fun of me?
Yeah.
Something has to power the suction device on your breast for 10 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
Right. Do you think we'll ever get to that? Jessica?
Yes. It actually, I'm actually on the website right now and looking at it. It says that this, it's called a smart box, which is a small computer that...
Wait a minute, I rented that.
That regulates and records the sports bra.
Right, but what it needs a power source for this vacuum.
Right.
Like batteries, the sun.
It doesn't have any of that information on the website.
No,
What's the website?
You don't plug
What's the website called?
You don't plug it in at night or anything
I don't
like
know.
that?
I haven't gone for a consultation. I was just wondering if
What is the website called?
Oh, who cares?
I'm going to go look it up here.
It's www.brava.com.
Okay, listen.
What size are your boobs?
I have an A right now, and anything would be...
The only thing that makes sense to me is that you might stimulate by irritating breast. You can get breast tissue to grow, and it will go back down after you stop irritating it. Basically, you get milk production too if you irritate enough, or you get inflammation and you get swelling and inflammation. And that will cause some growth. But in terms of sustain, I can't imagine that this would work. This doesn't make sense to me. But maybe there's some science out there to back that up.
But here's the thing, too.
I'm going over to the computer.
Are you ever going to get the results that you want out of something like this? I mean, technically, your breasts may grow 15% or 20% or whatever it is. I mean, their claims may be right, but do you think your breasts are ever going to look like what you would like them to look like, Jessica?
No.
That's my point. That's my point.
But at least right now, it's something that I can financially do.
Well, it's $2,500, right?
Yeah, but I know a lot of girls that get breast implants right now, and they're paying $8,000, $9,000.
8, 9, really? I thought there was
and then they
like
have
4
to
or
take
5.
off a lot of time for work,
How much time do you need to take off for breast implants if you did it on a Friday?
My friend had to take off almost a month.
Yeah, but your friend's a little nutty.
Well, I do a lot of heavy lifting, and so
Where are you working?
I'm actually a mortician, so it.
Well, who cares?
I do a lot of lifting.
Hold on a second. What goes on over here? You throwing corpses around back there?
No, but I do have to move people around.
Well, dead people, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And how do you move them around? They on gurneys?
You just use their body weight to move them from gurneys to tables.
Well, you have to roll them.
No, not roll them. Just like how doctors get patients to move over, you use sheets and leverage.
Right, but doctors move patients that are sort of helping them a little bit oftentimes.
Sometimes aren't patients also when they're in.
Okay, so you're dragging these corpses from like the gurney over to the table, right?
Yes.
And then what do you do once they're on the table? What are you doing to them?
Well, I'm an embalmer.
Are you?
So I do.
How does that go? I'm very interested in this.
You're interested.
I'm absolutely interested in it because I find it a sort of bizarre and morbid ritual. And it's one of the reasons I know we're kind of screwed up and religion's a little messy too, which is that part about making the person look alive after they're dead and then burying them. Now, what do you do? And I know there's probably different varieties, but what is a standard embalming?
Well, we use the person's vascular system.
Mm-hmm.
We open up an artery and we open up a vein.
Right.
And we use a pressure machine
to
push embalming fluids through their arteries,
mm-hmm.
and then their blood comes out one of their veins.
Right. So it's like you're essentially bleeding the system.
Well, yeah, we're flushing the system out.
Right. And you know it's time to stop putting the embalming fluid in when the blood stops coming out and the embalming fluid starts coming out?
It's more of a pounds of however heavy the person is.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ratio
of how much liquid should come out of them?
No, how much liquid you put in.
Oh, how much liquid you put in.
Right.
But you do, so you have liquid coming in one end and you have a drain on the other end.
Pretty much.
Yeah, where do you go? Where does it go into the body?
Well, we try and go through the neck.
So you go through that main jugular there?
Well, we go through the carotid artery and the jugular vein.
Okay, you go in there in the neck, and where do you put the drain hole?
Well, we use instruments that go inside the vein and the artery, so it's a pretty clean.
So it's the same. It's the same place you put it in as where it comes out.
Well, it goes into the artery and it goes out of the vein.
Well, in the same place in the neck.
Yes, absolutely.
I see. And you push. How much? What do you use, by the way?
We use formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde?
Yeah.
And that's the best they could come up with? That's like 150 years old, and they're still using it, right?
Well, it's
not a lot of breakthroughs in that department.
Actually, there are a lot of breakthroughs, but basically, embalming is mostly for disinfection, so that people can have a worthwhile viewing, because
Otherwise,
people die of some incredible diseases nowadays that. It's pretty hard.
Okay, but now do you remove any of the organs?
No.
So you leave all the organs in, and you just pump it in through the neck and pump in X amount. How many gallons or quarts or cc's or whatever would you put in?
For every 50 pounds of weight the person has, it's 1 gallon of fluid.
All right. So, Drew, you'd be around 2 gallons of embalming fluid, right? Right. And you pump that, and then what? What do you do with the eyes? Anything?
No, you just put little
nickels on them.
A little cap inside under the eyelid to hold it closed.
Oh, you have to use something, otherwise the eyelid will come open.
Mm-hmm. And it's flesh colored that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and no removing of organs or anything like that.
No, and if somebody has been autopsied, we put every organ back in.
And put the suit on them and stuff.
Absolutely.
And do you have to put the organs back in, or couldn't you just chuck those?
We probably, I'm sorry, we try and keep everything in with the people.
Right, it's easier.
Well, not that it's easier. It's just that's how they came in.
And how do you get them into this? How do you get them into the suit? I want to know how you put them in a suit.
It's really something I've been thinking about for many years. So
yeah,
I'm by the way, I'm going through this whole Brava thing. There's one publication to substantiate the science, And it claims to be able to download it, but the website will not magically download the one and only scientific publication that is associated with this
How do you get someone?
instrument.
How do you get someone's suit pants on? Shocking.
Actually, formaldehyde, it actually really firms them up. So we wait until...
What about their penis? Does that get hard?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's a rock hard penis? There's a boner?
Sometimes that happens.
And what do you do with that boner? You got to get rid of it.
Interestingly, the one publication that is published happened to have been published on behalf of the guy who developed the system.
Oh, that's very
interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Jessica, please, if the guy has a boner and he's in the casket now because he's got the formaldehyde in him, how do you get rid of the boner?
Well, I
Slice it off.
actually asked this question in school. Basically, the lid of the casket will be covering
the boner part. Oh, the back part, because it's like a Dutch door.
And there's also a little throw rug, not a rug, but a cascading.
Or that hangs over the junk.
Yeah.
Nice. And how do you get the pants on? And then I'll let you go.
Absolutely, the way you take them off, you just kind of reverse it. The same way you put them on normally. But
are you looking at a lot of naked dead guys?
Yeah.
Really? With the hard penis?
No.
You ever see any guys that are young and kind of hot?
Yeah, it's sad.
And with the erection?
Well, I mean, any formaldehyde affects every muscle.
Right.
And since...
Mm-hmm. You ever have any thoughts, though, about it?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay. All right. Okay. So don't use... I mean, Drew, imagine you got a guy who's dead and you're trying to pull his pants on and put on another pair of pants. I mean, you know how hard it is just to get, like, one of your drunken buddies to get dressed so you can leave the party kind of thing?
Oh, boy.
Okay. We'll take a little break. Don't worry about that breast thing. And who are you impressing? You got a bunch of corpses. You got a bunch of stiffs lying around. They're not talking. We'll be back.
LoveLine, back in a minute. LoveLine on 94.7 NRK.
LoveLine on 94.7 NRK. LoveLine, 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 LoveLine.
Hey, it's my theme song, Drew.
Yeah. Haven't heard this in a while.
Yeah, so picture this. This song's blaring. I'm entering the bar. I got the jacket slung over the shoulder with that one finger and the hook at the top.
Yeah, and you got
I'm wearing the wraparound shades, but they're slung low on my nose, so I can give that look
down.
where I look down over them.
You look over the top of the frame, yeah.
But I'm moving in slow motion.
Right.
And I'm bouncing.
The hair is bouncing, yes.
The hair is bouncing. The hair on my ass is bouncing. And the shades, and we're getting shots of chicks noticing me, you know?
And in their head, they hear this.
What do they hear?
You love this, don't you?
It's always funny. Yeah. Yep, this is what they hear in their head. All right. Well, hey, Damon just told me. Damien just told me about his friend who killed himself when he was 16 with an open casket.
That's nice.
Yeah, blew his head off on his 16th birthday. All right, who do you want to talk to?
Jessica's still up here.
Where's that? Oh, really? I'm done with her. Just don't get the boob thing.
Yeah, I hope you're done with her. My God, that was the longest call of all time.
Well, I was interested in the whole formaldehydation thing.
Yeah, Anthony.
Hello?
You're 18. What's up?
I'm 18. Yeah, I have done like acid and ecstasy for like several times. You know, actually a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
And now like my lower back is like really, really hurting a lot. And I was
Yeah, people report that from these drugs, and I think that is primarily just because it's such a total wipeout. I mean, these drugs damage your brain, and they really, truly wear down your system. Any medication that's sort of like chemotherapies, and even when I was taking Accutane, it wears you down and you get back pain. It's just a sign of the damage that's happening to your body. That's all. It doesn't mean anything specifically is happening to your back.
All right. Let's keep rolling here. Ronnie?
Yeah.
You're 20?
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, what's going on is ever since, 2 months after I had my baby, or 3 months, I have been trying really hard to, be able to have sex with my husband, but I just can't. It hurts way too bad.
What hurts? At what point does it hurt?
Inside, kind of by my ovaries.
So it's during deep penetration, or
Yeah.
at any point?
Yeah.
So why doesn't he slow down a little bit and maybe not go so deep?
It still hurts then. It tightens up inside.
Sounds like we should call for my love grommet here, Drew.
The love grommet is a possibility, but also sounds like there's a certain degree of vaginismus here. Maybe even the true vaginismus, which is thought to be a reflexive tightening that's due to sort of a stimulation of a spinal reflex.
Mm-hmm.
You might, there are websites out there that help people sort of manage this problem. Did you see a gynecologist?
Yeah, I did, and he told me that it might be like a cyst or some sort of thing like that on one of my ovaries.
Okay.
But he took some tests, and nothing came out of it. He said, I'm just fine. I shouldn't be having these problems.
Were you ever raped or anything?
No.
You're not freaked out about sex? Nothing emotional?
No.
All right.
I have no idea why this is happening.
How long has it been going on for?
Well, my son is like 1.5 years now.
Okay, and this is it. You can't. Your husband can't adjust what he's doing with you to make it more comfortable.
Well, he tries. It's just that I have to totally stop because it hurts so bad, and I can barely even have sex with him anymore.
Well, it's something. That's for sure. It's not nothing, and I think you should keep going back and asking the question until you get some degree of satisfaction. If the doctor you're working with isn't satisfactory, then
Well,
change.
I went to him, my major doctor.
Yeah.
And, I wasn't getting too much out of him, so I went to the emergency room, and they referred me to another doctor.
Okay.
And I talked to him, and he's kind of out in just out of it. All the doctors out here, I don't know if they know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, it's a problem with living in Boise.
Yeah, I know.
But hold on now.
Now, wait a minute.
Does your
Boise
husband, it's beautiful, but bad doctors. Does your husband have a big
Not
dork?
true.
Oh, yeah.
He's big?
He's huge.
Oh, he's huge.
Yeah.
Wow. I wish I could hurt a woman with my penis.
But see, look how awful it is when it becomes intractable like this.
Yeah. I think I could take someone's eye out, maybe, if I got a running start. That's considered damage.
You could puncture their eardrum.
I could detach a retina.
That's very romantic.
Thank you. All right. Well, look, lubrication, relaxation, find a position you like, and you set the depth. You get on top and tell them to hold still.
And keep working with a doctor you can communicate with. This is something's wrong with the guys you're working with, so the people you're working with so far.
All right. Let's just one more call here, Drew.
All right.
What do you say? Talk to line 5 real fast.
Yeah.
Tracy?
Yeah.
You got migraine medication?
Yeah. I'm on Depo-Provera.
Right.
And recently I got prescribed Furanol. And on the top of the bottle it says may interact with birth control pills. I wanted to know if that would affect my Depo.
I've never heard of Furanol doing that, but Furanol is really just a bad headache medicine. It's not specifically a migraine medicine.
Well, my headaches are to the point where I can't move.
So you have bad headaches. You don't have migraines. You have bad headaches.
You have a kid?
My doctor prescribed me he said, you have migraines.
All right.
Then he should use migraine medicine.
That's what he gave me.
That's not migraine medicine.
Who's the kid? You got a kid back there?
No.
What's going on in the background?
Nothing.
Why? I hear something in the background.
I thought I heard that too.
It's 2:30 in the morning. I got the TV on.
Oh, okay.
TV.
All right. Well, I think sometimes doctors just say migraine is sort of generic sometimes to let people know you have a bad headache.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. We'll be back.
All right, guys. Bottom line, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? One call's all you need to make. Call the Dateline. The Dateline.
877-889-DATE. LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
LoveLine on 94.7 NRK is brought to you by Car Toys.
Well, there you have it.
Mercifully.
Drew, did you? Oh, you're still there.
Yeah.
God bless you. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow night, yeah?
Yeah, where's Omar?
I don't know what happened.
He's
to Omar.
gone? Oh,
Yeah,
poor Omar.
Done
You
with
guys
him.
are tough on him.
Well,
Yeah, tomorrow night.
It's just his dad grew up in Zacatecas, Mexico.
And his mom?
TJ. Oh, no, his mom was from Ubangas Llanes originally,
Good times.
but moved early. All right, so until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying, mahalo.
Where would you find the bigger penis?
How dare you, Drew? Keep it up your ass.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Wilkins Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.